back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. If you like the mission, you resonate with the vision, and you find this content useful, please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back. DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. So today we are going to be summarizing the latest AMA. This one was only an hour, so that's getting shorter. That's good. I'm going to try to wrap this up pretty quick. I took quite a few notes. Forex didn't really say much of anything that he hasn't already been saying, so I have all these notes here. So if you've listened to any of the other AMAs or follow anything in the channel, you probably already heard it. But let's just start from the top. You can also check out Bartertown and a couple other groups I think recorded it. But basically he said with the delay for the dog migration was because PancakeSwap didn't give any notice that they were migrating that day to the version 2 MasterChef contract and the syrup pools. They did know that the migration was coming, but they didn't know it was going to happen that day. And he feels that that was divine prominence, so that it allowed them to not launch and then have a pause and end up losing the momentum, basically. So he's looking at this as a good thing. I know everybody else that has their capital locked up is getting a little frustrated, but yeah, good news is it didn't start and then stop again, because that could have been bad as well. He said this week is about ensuring forward compatibility after Pigs is live. The focus for migration on dogs will start. So basically, the Pigs token before was launched after the dogs and the animal farm, or the Piggy Bank itself was launched after the animal farm. If you remember correctly, the Piggy Bank, the animal farm was there, then the Piggy Bank came afterwards. So now they need to double check that with the Piggy Bank being launched first, it will be forward compatible when the animal farm, or the other part of the animal farm, specifically with the dogs, is redone with version 2. They don't foresee any problems, but that's what this next this whole week right now, finishing up this week, is being done for testing. And then they are expecting to launch next week. Take that with a grain of salt, but he did say next week. He did say that they use this time to create the new UI. There was a photo or video, I showed that already, so I'm not going to show that again. There's some adjustments that were made on the team. So basically there were delays with team member who wasn't always available. We can assume this team member was BB. That was the only other one that was really working on projects with him. They just brought on the dev from Certic, so it couldn't be him. So BB apparently had like family or personal issues, and sometimes available, sometimes wasn't. Again, I'm making the assumption it's BB, could be wrong. And that would cause delays where he would show up and then they'd be rushing to get it done, and then he wasn't available again. And they didn't have any things in place to be able to offload the work or pick up where another person had left off. So now apparently the work is more evenly spread out, and they have some fail safes in place so that if a person's not available, they'll be able to push that on to another team member, so to speak. So going forward should be less of an issue. He said also when the dog tokens get ready to get migrated, there will be some changes to the dog token. He can't make major changes, but some changes that he thinks will benefit dog holders and stakers. He talked about the 20% bonus on capital plus the time lock. So let's bring up the animal farm. It's just better that you guys look at this than look at a pause YouTube video. So remember, when you get into the pig pen or purchasing pigs in general, there's a 20% bonus on capital. I believe it's in general, but I think it's supposed to only be on staked pigs, either in the pig pen or in the piggy bank. But the way it sounds, it's like any pigs you purchase basically is 20% that you will be awarded. But I would imagine that there would be a way to not be able to buy it, get 20% extra, and then dump it on the market. So of that 20% bonus, you can have the time lock bonus on the piggy bank. So when you buy it and lock it, you'll not only be buying, say if you buy 10 LP worth, you will actually get 12, because that's going to be 20% extra, plus the bonuses that get paid out within that will be able to be allocated towards your stake, right? He also mentioned that the pig pen will use if you're in the pig pen, you'll need to use the new UI. So it's kind of like the Pig's Credit, where there will be a UI where you'll be able to decide how much of your pig pen pigs you want to allocate towards the piggy bank or towards keeping it in the pig pen. If you're in the pig pen and you want to put them in the piggy bank, there will be a UI here that says like add BUSD, and then that'll pair those pigs with BUSD and then automatically stake them based on the gifted time lock stake you make for yourself in the piggy bank. So he said another bonus of this is that if you are staying in the pig pen, there will be a 7-day time locking. So if you get in now, there's 7 days where before it was only 4 hours. Now it'll be 7 days, which means that you won't be able to remove your capital for the first 7 days. And in addition to that, only 2% is going to be paid out daily. So if you want all 100% of your capital out, you have to wait 50 days. So he's doing this, he said, like traditional models of financial markets where it's a vesting period for like venture capitalists, things like that. That helps people not get into a project and then just dump it on the market. So that does make pigs bullish because anybody that gets in here can't just turn around and dump their pigs. That is good for the long-term health of pigs and the sustainability of the project. Additionally, there will be additional capital coming in. So the rehypothecation of all of the fees that have been generated on the back end for the cake staking, those fees will be sent to the piggy bank. So he said there's millions of dollars of that. Plus, this is a new part, the fees of pigs. So remember, whenever you buy pigs in the piggy bank, these pigs, there's like a 3% buy and sell tax, and those pigs will now be sent to the pig pen as rewards. So in addition to BUSD rewards, you'll be also getting pig rewards, pig token rewards for being in the pig pen. So it's definitely creating a use case for people to join the pig pen and stake or stay a part of the pig pen. What else we got? He mentioned about dog referral bonuses. So remember your referrals. If you have dogs, you need to have up to, I think it's 15 dogs in the pool, 15 or 13, to have 13, to have the maximum referral bonuses for anyone using your referral in the animal farm and the piggy bank. And then additionally of that, there's a 2% bonus for new users that he'll be adding for dogs to make dogs again more bullish. He mentioned about the quarantining if future roadblocks come up. So apparently the way they're doing the contracts now, if something comes up in the future, they won't have to pause the entire thing. There's quarantines around sections of the contract, I guess, in the code that allow for just pieces of the contract to be paused to be worked on. And lastly, he mentioned something bullish for the DAO group. So if you want to be in the DAO, you got to hold 300 REAP, which means you have to buy at least 307 because there's a 2% reflection tax. And those 300 tokens will give you access to the DAO group. It's a private group. You'll go into the Telegram chat and type /DAO and it'll tell you how to get in there. But the point being is that that venture capital group, the one, he said one of the guys that created or owns Paxful or sold Paxful, I can't remember how it was, basically is creating this new launch pad for a marketplace to buy and sell dApps and protocols in crypto. So like I mentioned to some of you before, if you're familiar with Shopify, this is a platform to sell or to create e-commerce stores, right? So anyone can create an e-commerce store. There's two platforms that allow you to sell your entire store once you've created it. So you can make a 600,000 or a six-figure store, then you can sell it off to somebody else. So this is very similar to what he's talking about, this marketplace for selling and buying protocols and dApps. And that what makes them bullish is that they actually plan to buy the top 2 to 3% of dApps or protocols, I guess on Binance or something like that, and tokenize them so that anyone utilizing their token now has fractional ownership of those platforms. So that is pretty cool. But additionally, that platform will be what's hosting the lottery as well. So that is good news for the future of drip and the animal farm. And then he mentioned lastly that there's the second largest centralized exchange that reached out to him as a partnership. I have no idea who that is. I went to DApp Radar, and depending on how you filter this list, it could be Nerve. If you do it by users, it could be Transit Swap. If you do it by volume, it could be Bogged Finance. So I don't know what that means. I don't really think that's a quote unquote big deal, to be honest. The biggest exchange on Binance is Binance Exchange, Binance.com, Binance.us. And then the biggest DEX on there is PancakeSwap. So all these other ones are just small fish in a small pond. But it is cool to see that people are reaching out to Forex and, you know, getting visibility in the project. So don't expect it to just like, you know, be something extremely bullish for the system itself, but it is cool to see. But he did mention it, so I just want to share that with you guys. So that is it, wrapping this up. I'll have some other videos coming up about some other stuff within the ecosystem, but that sums up the 1 hour AMA in about 10 minutes. All right, guys, until next time, lift daily and achieve your